Welcome to Judge of Ghana TV. Akwa Baba, Judge of Ghana TV so.
Why do you create, loot and share? Don't you know a good name is better than riches? Oh, tell me why, oh why do you choose a path that's full of lies?
People say, Embranye Juma wa Ghana, which means the law doesn't work in Ghana. And in this episode of Judge of Ghana TV, we're looking into why people say this. Kindly go to www.kofi.com/Kotra. Download these two free ebooks. The first ebook is on 365 days of leadership daily devotional. And the other book is on corruption in the 54 countries of Africa. As you saw, we started this episode with a video of Bernard Entry Boesiakon, aka Chairman Wuntumi. This was Monday, the 6th of October 2025, when Chairman Wuntumi visited the Criminal Investigation Department of the Ghana Police Service at police headquarters in Accra. As he stood outside in the car park, it looks like one of the police officials, the CID people, came to greet him and his lawyer. And it looks like it was caught by Joy News that some money changed hands. The question is that what is this money for? Because there's no transaction going on at the car park. Why would Chairman Wuntumi go into his pocket and take out a wad of money and give some to one of the detectives? This is the question. And I say that, the reason why people say Embranye Juma or Ghana, the law doesn't work in Ghana, especially when it comes to criminal cases, is because of this. Somebody has allegations made against him, and they're answering to the crime officer, the CID officer, and they're giving the CID officer monies for no justifiable reason, because they've paid all whatever they have to pay. They paid the official payments, made the official payments, whatever. And the CID is being paid by the government from our taxes. However, the CID officer sees fit to receive monies for no work rendered from the accused person, or sometimes the person who has brought the case. If this Akunta Mining, Republic of Ghana versus Akunta Mining, Chairman Wuntumi and Co. criminal case wasn't such a high-profile case, and the ruling government of the day, the National Democratic Congress ruling government of the day of His Excellency John Dramani Mahama, just because they have made their mind up to do as they said, which is Operation Recover All Loot, since they've made their mind up to see it through, because that is what Ghanaians voted them for in the 7th December 2024 elections, because they've made their mind up to prosecute people who have engaged in crimes and illegality, whether they're high profile or not. It makes it very difficult for Chairman Wontumi to basically bribe his way out of these charges. However, it's not for lack of trying, as we saw. Anyway, this is based on what we have seen. This is not an allegation anymore when there's video evidence of monies changing hands for no apparent reason. So I want us to listen to what Attorney General Dominic Ayini said while His Excellency John Dramani Mahama got together a bunch of CSOs to discuss how to fight galamsey. He got them in a room, and in the meeting, Dominic Ayini addressed the CSOs on what their plans were to prosecute people who were allegedly involved in galamsey, with the evidences that they have. And he mentioned the Akonta mining Chairman Wontumi case. But there was something particular he said. So let's listen to Dominic Ayini, and then when we come back, we'll analyze what it is I'm getting at. Take a listen and watch this.
And I'm happy to announce that in 2002, the police conducted very diligent investigations in respect of Akonta mining. But the docket was hidden until we came to power. In fact, when we came to power and I started the investigation with the the Lands and Natural Resources Minister and the Forestry Commission, we were finding it difficult to get information. Subsequently, the police themselves owned up and presented the docket to my office 2 months ago.
Did you hear that? Dominic Ayini said something. He said, the docket, the comprehensive docket of the investigation into the affairs of Akonta Mining and Chairman Wontumi and Co. was hidden until 2 months ago. So if it's now October, we're talking about August. So it was only found or given to the current Attorney General Dominic Ayini in August 2025, because until then this docket was hidden by the police. Do you understand what this means? This means that this is the pathway politically exposed persons, whether they are National Democratic Congress or New Patriotic Party, NDC or MPP, politically exposed persons. This is how they stop justice being served. This is how they prevent their cases from going to criminal court. These persons essentially get the police to hide the docket. Whether it's in the local police station or it's in the police headquarters, this is what they do. And how would they do that? It's through bribery and corruption. Because why would somebody hide a docket of a high-profile case when the evidence is damning? So the question I am asking today is, the reason why people say Embranye Juma Ghana is because when it comes to criminal cases, because all criminal cases in Ghana have to go through the Ghana Police and the Attorney General's office. So the Attorney General's office will decide which cases go to criminal courts. That is the law in Ghana. So if the police are basically assisting the accused, who are high-profile persons, to hide the dockets and prevent your docket being seen by the Attorney General's office and getting its fair chance of justice in a criminal court of law, then what are the people going to do? This is the method they go through. They hide the docket, and now the information is out. And I'm saying that apart from the Chairman Wuntumi case, there are many cases, both from both sides of the political parties, many criminal cases that are being hidden by the police because the persons accused of the criminality are politically exposed persons. I say there are other cases. So there has to be a deep dive into this. And I say that if you have a criminal case involving a high-profile, politically exposed person, and you are a citizen of Ghana, do not give up the fight, because there's no expiry on crime. So though they try to hide the docket, you have to push and push and push and push until they find the docket, and your case has its day in a criminal court of law. You have to push, especially when you know your evidence is cast iron, watertight, very strong. Never give up, because there's no expiry on crime and on criminal cases, and pursue it till the conclusive end. If you give up, then the politically exposed criminal gets away. So this is my advice to anybody who has had criminal cases with high-profile persons which they feel has been hidden because nothing seems to be happening concerning the matter. Now that we have Operation Recover All Loot and the government has changed hands, and it seems like the President of the Republic of Ghana, His Excellency John Dramani Mahama, wants to see justice being served, and he wants to see that every person is regarded as equal before the law, no matter your status in society. This is a good time for people to fight for their criminal cases that have been swept under the carpet. We need to test the ruling government's resolve, whether they really stand for justice or not. Because as I always say, we are in the season of Psalm 33 verse 5. We are in the age of Aquarius. With the emergence of mobile telephones and the internet. At this time, the world is in the age of Aquarius, the age of the knowledge-based society. And in this age, it is information is going to and fro, and it is the onus is on us as people to see things through to the conclusive end. As Hearts of Folk say, never give up until the bones are rotten. Don't give up. Don't give up. Just keep pushing, because the law must be tried and tested. tested. And I can see that His Excellency John Dramani Mahama is really working on reforming the judicial service. And if you look at the increase in judges that have been appointed, it looks like they are going to take on the advice of former Auditor General Daniel Yao Domlevo and start the 24-hour economy with the judiciary, because there are so many cases that are backlogged. And really, if they do the 24-hour economy with the judiciary, it will help to quickly fast track a lot of the criminal cases, especially these high-profile criminal cases. And it means that the Attorney General's office and the police can take matters to criminal court throughout the day. This will really help to improve the justice system in the Republic of Ghana. So kudos to His Excellency John Dramani Mahama. I must say, of a truth, His Excellency John Dramani Mahama, in life, you can't have 100%, even if you're the president of the country. But let's say that his performance is at 70%. Though I'm not satisfied with what is going on with illegal mining, Galamsey. And I'm not satisfied with a lot of their responses. People seem to be confused because people seem to think if you have a license, then it means you're not doing illegal mining. That is not true. Illegal mining is about the methods that you employ to extract the gold from the earth. Are you spoiling the waters in course? Are you using chemicals that spoil the land? Are you spoiling the water? It's the chemicals and the methods you use that decide whether you're doing clean mining or Galamsey illegal mining. It's the illegal methods. Let's get that right, because if you have a license and you're still using illegal means and still polluting the water and the land, then your license is meaningless. So it's not about the licenses you have issued, because it is quite clear that small-scale miners have not been trained in using clean methods of extracting gold. So if you give them a license, what methods are you expecting them to employ? They're going to use the methods that pollute the environment. And this is what is happening. That's why the turbidity of the water is getting worse and worse day in, day out. And unfortunately, whether the problem is because of what the previous government of Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo Bawumia did or not, the problem has become your burden, His Excellency John Dramani Mahama and your government. So we don't want to hear excuses. We just want our water bodies and our lands cleaned. However you can do that as soon as possible, because the way things are going, with the level of pollution of our waters and our lands, Ghana is heading for, we are in the process of genocide. In the process of genocide. Illegal mining, Galamsey, is genocide. So let's do something about it. I don't really care whether you ban it, you do state of emergency, just clean the waters and the lands. And it seems like there's a cost to clean the waters and the land. So if there's a cost, we shouldn't carry on spoiling the water and the land, because the cost is huge. We should stop, clear the water and the lands out, and then train people on how to do responsible mining, clean mining, before reissuing the licenses. And if the chairman of the gold board, lawyer Sami Jemfi, claims he's not buying Galamsey gold, I beg to differ. Most small-scale miners are doing illegal mining, because it's not the fact that you have a license or not. is the methods you employ to extract the gold. That is what makes what you're doing illegal or not. I could have a legal license to do something, but I'm doing illegality. And the only way you can figure it out properly is having robust monitoring systems. So there's work to be done. We shouldn't prioritize gold over our health and our livelihood, because water is life. Here is where I'd like to end it. If you like this type of content, I'd like to like, share, subscribe, and certainly comment. As I end every episode, I say, Ghana first, always. See you in the next episode. Bye for now.